Serkis was a simple farmer who prayed every morning before heading to the fields and every evening after returning from work. One day, his wife said to him, "Husband, why don't you ask God in your prayers to protect you from women's tricks?" "Women's tricks?" Serkis exclaimed. "I'm not such a coward as to be afraid of a woman or her tricks." "Is that what you think of women?" his wife asked. "Yes, that's exactly what I think," Serkis replied sternly as he shouldered his farming tools. Determined to prove her point, his wife bought some fish and hid them in her apron. At noon, when she brought Serkis his lunch, she took the fish to the farm. While Serkis ate by a nearby stream, she quickly buried the fish in various spots around the field before heading home. When Serkis returned to ploughing, he was amazed to find fish coming out of the ground as he turned the soil. He collected them, and that evening brought them home to his wife. He told her he had found them on the farm and believed God had created them right there in the field. He then instructed her to cook the fish and bring them to the farm for his lunch the next day. The next day, the woman cooked the fish but ate them herself. Instead of bringing the fish to Serkis, she took him a bowl of pea soup for lunch. "Where are the fish?" Serkis asked. "Fish? What fish?" his wife replied, feigning surprise. "The fish I picked from the farm yesterday," Serkis said, confused. "Are you crazy, husband?" she exclaimed. "You didn't bring home any fish that I know of." "What?" Serkis shouted, grabbing his whip. "You've eaten my fish and now you're calling me crazy." He threatened to beat her. "Help!" the woman screamed, running to a neighboring farm. Hearing her cries, nearby farmers rushed to her aid and restrained Serkis. "Let me go!" Serkis yelled. "I'll beat her to death! She ate my fish, and now she's calling me crazy!" The farmers asked the woman what fish Serkis was talking about. "Please don't let him go," she begged. "He'll kill me." "Oh, woe is me. He's clearly lost his mind. He's become a lunatic. Ask him where he found these fish he's talking about." "I caught them right here," Serkis insisted. "I dug them out of the ground." The farmers exchanged worried glances. "The woman's right," they muttered. "He really has lost his mind." As they tied Serkis up with ropes, some of the farmers commented, "He's been showing signs of this lately." Others added, "It must be hereditary. Many in his family have gone crazy." Treating Serkis as a lunatic, they took him home and tied him to a pillar after giving him a whipping. That night, when everyone else had left, his wife approached him and said, "Well, husband, are you still not afraid of a woman's tricks? This was just a small taste of what we can do." "For heaven's sake, wife, untie me," Serkis pleaded pitifully. "I promise from now on, my first prayer will always be to be protected from a woman's tricks." She released him, and from that day forward, Serkis was much wiser about the cunning of women.